Hello, my friends. Today I wanted to just dig in a little bit more on some of these question types. And today I wanted to talk about short answer. When we have a short answer, that is going to be a manually graded option whenever we do a test or a lesson. Or actually, when we do it, set it as a test. So what that means is whenever the student submits the work, it is going to pull that question out and allow us the opportunity to check the answer or manually grade it. And many times the system is going to, or every time, the system is going to check against whatever answer we put in here to see it and pre-grade it, so to speak. We still have the opportunity to change that. So if it gave it a 0 because it thought it was incorrect, we have the answer to give it, to mark it right. Maybe it was just misspelled, or maybe we put in a capital letter and the student did not. So I'm going to show you a few things that you can do that will help the system to grade it more accurately. So what I've done is I've put in a question here that has two possible answers. What does bright mean? And in the context of this, this text that it comes from, it has two answers. And the answer means it could be either well lit, but it could also mean intelligent. Or smart. So if you have a word or a term that has two answers, like let's say your question is, what does Genesis mean? For instance, like in science, maybe that's something that you're doing. Genesis could mean the word beginning. It could mean the word origin. It could mean, in fact, I'm just going to adjust this to say, what does Genesis, if I can spell it right, Genesis mean? You could say that it means beginning, if you can actually spell the word, beginning, but in a short answer format, sometimes we'll be tempted to say or, origin, or start. The system, unless the student types beginning or origin or start, it's going to mark it wrong. So in order to have multiple options for a short answer, what we have to do is this. We have to click the word more, and we have to put the other acceptable answers in. So we would put origin, and then we click more again, and we would say start. Now, if the student types beginning, or they type the word origin, or they type the word start, the system is going to mark it correct. But if you type the word beginning or start, or origin or start, or any of those, unless they type it exactly the way you type it, it's going to mark it wrong, even if they type one of those words in there. The other thing that you want to do when you have a text for short answer is you want to accept upper and lowercase, and you want to accept incorrect spelling and punctuation. And what that's going to do is that's going to widen the field. So if the student typed 1N right there, it would still mark it right, because the system will evaluate that word and compare it to the list and see that there's only one letter off. And when it's a certain number of letters off from the original word, it will still mark it right. If this is a capital instead of a lowercase, it will still mark it right. So those are some things that you can do when you are creating a short answer in your module or in your GenoPod that will help the system mark it correct more accurately. And in doing that and taking just a couple more, another minute to set up the acceptable answers and to mark these boxes, you are that's fewer problems that you have to check, because the system will be able to accept those answers as they come in and mark them correct. So that's less burden on you. If you take another minute at the beginning, then that eliminates several minutes that come later. So I just wanted to share that with you and help you to set up your answer keys more effectively, just to save us all some time in the long run, because I know this system, I know it can be used for good. And that's, I don't want it to frustrate you or to confuse you. I want it to help you, and I think it's a good thing, and I think understanding its use will go a long way to helping us have a good year and helping us help our students. And that's all I had, and I'll talk to you guys later.